Ariel Helwani in Las Vegas alongside Tony Ferguson, who meets Edson Barboza this Friday at the Ultimate Fighter finale. Tony, a lot of people were looking forward to your fight against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Unfortunately, it's not happening. This is a pretty good backup plan. How disappointed were you, though, when you found out he was out?
I was pissed, Ariel. I'm going to be honest with you. I got up to 201 pounds preparing for this bear wrestler, and I want to take him to his home. I want to make sure. In Sambo, right, you take them from their feet to their back. What's that? Instant win, baby. And then I was going to finish him. He robbed me of that. Put you in a bubble, buddy. But next is Edson Barboza. They hit me up with him, and I think he's a better fighter. Honestly, I think 150% he's more gamey, trickier. He had a hell of a fight camp, and he was the one willing to sign on the dotted line. So he's next.
I remember after your win over Josh Thompson, people were wondering what's next, and Barboza was actually a name that kept on coming up. Was he on your radar at that point?
Oh, yeah, man. I already know. I've played this sport. You know how it is. When you're in this sport for so long, you already know who you're going to fight. So when they offered me Khabib, I already knew that it was going to be Edson Barboza. Just knowing that, you know, with Khabib's background and knowing that he does get hurt, he doesn't have anybody overseeing his training. You know, and he's not smart enough to be able to slow it down or get some rest, because resting is a part of the fight game. But Edson Barboza has Eddie Alvarez. You have Frankie Edgar over there. I have 0 UFC fighters I work with for a specific reason, because my energies are solely on what I work on. I don't have to belong to these big gyms because I am the big gym in Orange County. These guys, Dos Anjos and the Cowboys and the McGregors, all these guys, they have what they have, but I have what I have because I work my ass off since the Ultimate Fighter house. And maturity is a one hell of a thing, man.
So it's kind of like the boxing model, right, where everything revolves around you.
It's a fight camp, man, and you know, when I talk to Dana and these guys, they tell me you have to make these fight camps your own. You can't go around taking classes. I haven't taken a class in over some years, man. And the last class I took was over at Eddie Bravo's, actually, and I felt that it was cool to go over there and take a class because Eddie teaches a hell of a class. But in that being said, if I worry about like what everybody else is doing inside their game plan, where's that energy going, Ariel? It's not going towards me. It's not going towards 150% of what I'm doing. It's great what all these other guys are doing at these big camps, but it doesn't work because I like taking them off, because I've beaten American Top Team. I've beaten the Pit a couple times. I've beaten Jackson's. I've beaten all these big guy names from all these big gyms, and I'm going to take great pride in beating Edson Barboza from his fight camp as well.
So where do you think you're at right now? I believe it's 6 in a row, right?
Six in a row.
Since the Johnson fight, and it's good timing. It's always good to fight around the title fight. That's next week in Orlando. Do you really think, I mean, it's right there for the taking. Do you think this is the fight that gets you the title shot, or do you think you'll need one more?
I don't know. It's always when I worry about it, you know, that's when they don't give it to me.
Yeah.
But when I say, no, I don't really give a shit, maybe they'll give it to me. So in that being said, this fight with Cowboy and Dos Anjos, it's funny because on my Periscope and on my Twitter, Dos Anjos is liking all my stuff.
Oh.
And he's watching me. So obviously you didn't prepare enough, because you're watching me. You should be watching Cowboy. And being said that, the belt changes so much. They need a real champion in there. They need me in there. They need a road to gold champ since the ground up CEO mailroom thing. That kind of, you know what I mean? That's what I am.
McGregor has been saying he wins on Saturday. He's going to move up and challenge for the lightweight title. Are you afraid that he's going to leapfrog you?
Now you tell that bitch to come up, and I'm going to sign on the dotted line. This is my weight class. You want to talk shit? I'll be the first one to sign that dotted line. Mark my words, bro. You're going to get the real Okukui. I don't even care.
Is that a concern at all, though? Because, you know, he gets what he wants often.
If he gets what he wants, he's going to be the red panty knight and all this other bullshit. I don't really care, man. It's not about that. You want to steal some of my sound bites and you want to go and do that kind of thing? Hey, Mystic Mac, bullshit, bro. Hey, Tony Ferguson, I call my shots before, but I don't do that bullshit talk because, hey, man, I'm classy like that.
What if they say, okay, we want the Khabib fight? Are you interested in that anymore, or have you moved on?
Oh, it'd be awesome. Wrap him up in a bubble and be good.
Okay. How do you foresee this fight against Edson going? How do you see the finish?
Oh, with Edson Barboza is going to be a good fight, to be honest with you. He's a tricky guy. He's very gamey. But like I prepared for with Gleason Tebow, I was ready. I was more than ready. And with Josh Thompson, he pissed me off. He had 15 minutes with me because for a reason at the weigh-ins he got in my face. So in between rounds, I sent him back to his corner to think about exactly what he did wrong. And in the third round, I made sure that he was bloody and wanted to quit. He didn't want any other part of me in there. Edson Barboza didn't piss me off. It's going to be a great fight. I'm going to finish him quick.
So you prolong that fight on purpose?
Dog, you know it. I'm the boogeyman. I'm El Cucuy. And what you do is when you piss off the boogeyman, you're going to get relentless back. And I think he got what he deserved. I sent him into a different promotion.
Are you always like this, by the way? You are incredibly intense right now. It's it's almost a little bit intimidating for me being here, and I'm not fighting you. Is it always like this with you, even at home?
No.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
No,
I like to envision you always like this.
I am most of the time like this. I'm just a very intense person, but I'm a big jokester. But you guys wouldn't see that because you guys don't need to. I don't like to do a lot of talking. You guys get the Tony Ferguson that you want to see. If you want to see the other stuff, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Tony Ferguson XT.
Appreciate the time. Best of luck to you, my man.
Thank you very much.